What's wrong with this angle? Hi everyone, it's December the 10th and I'm starting off today's video by saying Happy Christmas. I hope you're having a really good December and I am super excited for this video. So let's get straight into it. As you can see, I've got my guitar here. I'm actually going to put this away because although we're talking about the guitar today, we don't need it. We don't need it. As you can tell by the title of this video, I thought I would talk about something that maybe a lot of people kind of need to hear around this time of year. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about getting a guitar for Christmas. Now, when I want to say I was 12 and a half, and that Christmas, so it must have been December 2014? No, December 2013, I actually got my first proper guitar and it was an acoustic, and not gonna lie, it was alright for 2 years, and then I actually got the guitar that I have right now. I mean, you can't really see it, but I had an acoustic guitar for 2 years, or 1.5, I can't remember. I mistreated that guitar quite a bit. It ended up having a hole in the bottom of it. I think it was second-hand anyway, and after a while it sounded really bad. I didn't know anything about replacing strings or anything like that. Every so often, I just knew that you had to replace strings when they broke. And actually, a lot of strings broke on that guitar within that one and a half year time period. And with the guitar I have now, my blue one, that has not happened at all. None of the strings have really broken. It has not happened with my recent guitar, and the guitar that I have now is actually pretty good. So I just kind of wanted to talk about in this video, like, getting a guitar for Christmas and the two different scenarios in which you might be getting a guitar for Christmas. So the first one is obviously having your parents or whoever choosing the guitar for you, and giving it to you on Christmas Day or Boxing Day or whenever you receive gifts. And that's great. That's what happened to me 4 years ago, and I've been playing guitar ever since. But there is another case where you might just ask for money for Christmas and basically just splurge all that money on a new guitar and all new equipment and accessories and everything else you're going to need for your brand new guitar. So, as you can imagine, that is what I'm going to talk about in this video. And there are quite a few different types of guitars. You've got acoustic guitar, you've got acoustic electric, which I will talk about in a minute, electric, and you've also got bass. Bass guitar is very different to any other guitars because it's a bass guitar. And you also, when you're getting your guitar, when you're having a look for a guitar that you want, that you like, it's important to remember that that guitar is not all you're going to need. You're going to need a lot more things. You're going to need accessories for that guitar, like a guitar strap, maybe if you're planning on performing, standing up, and also a guitar case, because if you're going to perform with your guitar and you're needing to take your guitar many places, then I think having a guitar case or bag is really important for traveling, because otherwise your guitar is going to get really damaged really quickly, and you don't want that, because you want your guitar to last a couple of years, or many years actually. Yeah, I think if you're going to perform with your guitar a lot, I would recommend you start off with an acoustic electric guitar. It's basically an acoustic guitar which you can plug into an amplifier like my guitar, and obviously you have to buy the amplifier as well. It might come as a guitar kit. You might get the amplifier with your guitar like I did, and you might also get the plug as well, But just bear that in mind. If you do get an electric acoustic guitar, you're going to need an amplifier as well. However, if you're not really planning on doing much performing and you just kind of want to play guitar for the fun of it, and you're a beginner, you want to get some more practice in and get your own guitar, then I would recommend starting off with an acoustic guitar. I did, and I think I really benefited from that. I love how cozy this video feels. It's honestly entirely up to you what kind of guitar you start off with, but that's just my recommendation for you. I have been playing guitar for 4 years. So let's go through some other kind of accessories that you will need if you're going to play guitar. Now, something I think actually all of these things are just as important as each other. The first one is actually a capo. I know Americans say capo, and I have gotten used to saying it like that, but I need to start saying capo because otherwise music shop people are just not going to understand me. I don't know. But I have been saying capo for so long. It's capo here in Britain. I have one of these little things. Basically, you got a little screw at the top, and that basically just adjusts how tight your capo is to your guitar. And as you can see, I've got this little floppy thing here. That part obviously goes at the back of the back of the fretboard, and then this part goes over the strings, and it's like a kind of like a rubbery material, I guess. I would say when you're looking for a capo, you have to know what kind of strings you have. You will either have steel strings or nylon strings. This only applies to acoustic guitars and acoustic electric guitars. I'm not actually sure about acoustic electric guitars. Actually, yeah, I would imagine that you can get steel and nylon strings for both. I have steel strings, so I have a capo specially designed for steel strings, and I also have a rounded neck at the back, so that's also something else you need to take into consideration when looking for a capo. If you go into a music shop, you can obviously ask someone and you can tell them what kind of strings you have and what kind of neck you have. I have a rounded neck and I have steel strings, so that is what I would say to the person that's basically a musical expert. I don't know what you would call them. Musician? Probably. And you can also get different types of capos. You can get like the type that I've got. You can get like ones that clamp onto the guitar, so it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. I'll try and put a picture of what I'm trying to describe in the corner here, because that's nice and white. If you don't have your guitar yet, I would recommend you just kind of wait until you've got your guitar so you know what it's like. Unless, of course, you get a guitar from online and it kind of says what kind of strings it has and what kind of neck it has as well. If you don't know the difference between steel and nylon strings, steel strings, actually, I think steel strings are a lot better, but I'm quite biased because I've been using steel strings for over 4 years now. Yeah, about 4 years, 4.5 years. And steel strings are not as soft, and steel strings are obviously a lot more stronger, so they don't break as much. And then with nylon strings, they sound a lot softer and they obviously break a lot more, and you have to replace them quite a lot. That is what I know. That is what I've heard. That's what I know from what I've heard. You have to know what kind of strings your guitar has before you start thinking about buying a capo, because if you have nylon strings and you accidentally get a capo designed for steel strings, I can't imagine that's going to go down well. Moving on, there's more So the first thing here is a tuner. And now I actually got this tuner when I actually got my guitar. It was all in a kit. I got 2 plectrums, I think, or 2 picks, whatever you want to say. With it as well, I got this. Actually, no, I didn't get this. I got another. It was I got a different one, and that one actually broke. But that was when I actually got with my guitar. It wasn't very good, but it lasted me the time. Guitar tuner. Yes, I got this with my guitar. I also got a guitar strap and a guitar bag, and I got 2 black plectrums. I wanna say. I'm not entirely sure. So you can get many different types of tuners. If you don't really want to invest any money into one, then I would recommend getting an app on your phone, because you can do that and it literally costs nothing. I think if you literally just type in guitar tuner to Google Play or the iTunes store, you will literally get loads. I think I will leave my recommendation for what guitar tuner app you should get. I will leave my recommendation below. But if you do want to invest some money, or like me, you get a guitar kit with your guitar, I have a chromatic tuner, and I find that chromatic tuners are very precise. What you do is you've got this little clampy thing, whatever you want to call it, and you attach that to the head of your guitar, to the top of the guitar, and then you tune your guitar and it picks up the vibrations from your guitar. Another really important thing that you might need as a guitarist is picks. Now, when it comes to picks, I have loads. I have quite a lot, and it's hard to kind of like show you, but I've got a lot. And actually, in this pile, I have quite a lot of different picks. I've got heavy ones, so this one is 1.5 millimeters, and this is quite sturdy, quite thick. And if you're like a rock player, if you're into rock, then you might prefer heavier picks, actually. They don't bend as much, they don't bend at all, actually. And that's what, so it obviously gives a harsher effect on the strings, and the sound of the strings is a lot more harsher than if you were to use a medium pick. And the one I've been using quite a lot is this blue one, and this one's a bit more bendy. I can't actually remember what size that was. I think it was probably 0.71 millimeters. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I do have one that is, no, that's 0.96. I can't remember which one was 0.71, but I think this is a 0.71. That's just a bit more bendy. It's not that bendy. Yeah, if you're just gonna play like pop songs or anything like that, then medium pick for you. Plectrum, whatever. I do have like quite a few of the same. I've got another purple one here. I'm not entirely sure why I have so many. I've got a thinner, heavier one as well. This is like a really cool gold sort of colour. Love that. And then I also have 3 of the, oh my god, you almost dropped one, guitarist's worst nightmare. I believe I have 3 of exactly the same plectrums. They look exactly the same, but one of them is just a bit more newer. And then I do have quite a lot of medium picks. I've got 2 plain black ones, a green one. Oh, that's a thick one. That's my thick green one. I do have a thin green one. I have 2 blue of the exact same, and these I believe are 0.81. Actually, one of these might be 0.71. And then I only have 1 light pick, and I tend to use this for really chill original songs. I'm a bit of a plectrum snob. I do have some more notes here. I'm not entirely sure if I should go through them though, but I just thought I would make you aware of a couple of things that you might struggle with when learning how to play guitar for the first time. Because I know when I first started out, I really struggled with chord transitions, singing along with the guitar, which I have no problems with now. I do it a lot better than I used to, and I feel like some people might also struggle with multiple down and up strums, but I will talk about that in a different video if you want that is. Let me know in the comments down below if you would like me to make another video on learning the guitar. And I will see you on Saturday with another video. Hit that thumbs up button if you really enjoyed this video and just really enjoyed me chatting about the guitar. And also subscribe if you're new to my channel. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing with hands. And if you do, I will see you next Saturday with another video. Have a great week. Bye.